for it.
Wait.
Did you guys see
Twitch.
that? It was fantastic. But we're live with a bit of a new redesign. Just keep an eye on it. It's going to go. There it is.
Oh, look at that.
Bit of a delay.
Nice.
Oh, I can have sound coming out. I'm going to turn that off just so we're not hearing double of everything. Diddle-a-doo. He's doing it again. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. I like the getting dicey. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's looking nice. Looking nicey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting nicey. It looks great, man.
Yeah, it's a nice little update. So small difference. We're putting it out to Twitch, but we're also putting it out onto YouTube, and we're putting it onto Mixer just because we want more people to watch, because it's fun. It's fun. And hopefully a few people saw like the little highlights that I cut together over the weekend in regards to what Igneous was getting up to. Because Igneous is crazy.
He's so...
That's gonna be like my if somebody wants to know about the stream, that's the go-to.
yeah.
Share the Igneous clip.
I was like really trying hard to get it under 10 minutes, and that was a lot harder than it, because there was so much I had to cut out to get it under
good
that
material on that 10 minutes.
yeah. Just watching
I think
Dave,
it was quite concerning.
just watching Dave and I just getting like more and more worried.
Head in
I
hand.
think the watching the bottom time, there's just so much of this, and Igneous is going, and we're just like, oh god.
I'm just gonna change my appearing name to match my Twitter handle in case anyone wants to follow me there. You don't have to, but I'd like you to.
Oh.
It's fancy.
All right, I think okay.
It's
So
better than being guest.
yeah, well, exactly. Mark, it's better than being guest.
Yeah, way better.
Mark.
I don't know how to change it. Sorry.
You can tap where it says guest.
You tap
It
it.
doesn't show my name.
Oh, it flicked around. Okay, no, that's all right. You can just be guest.
Oh,
That's
it
all right.
might be because it's on iPad.
That is true.
Yeah, switch to audio only. That's my only setting I've got currently.
Ah, yeah.
Hot Tub Bird is just whipping out a hey. Hey, Hot Tub Bird.
Hi, Hot Tub
Hi.
Bird.
Hi. It's a good time to say hi when we haven't started, because we're probably going to talk back just for like a couple of minutes anyway. Oh,
Indeed.
someone from
Hey.
today. It's Jay. Oh, sweet. He actually decided. So this is someone. You know how we're trying to spread the word. So, Dave, you've probably done the better job of spreading the word through your workmates. But I managed to convince. So I started a new job today, and Jay decided to join in. I knew him kind of outside of work, but that's good. That's good. Enjoy your laundry while we entertain you.
Oh, first day.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's kind of what a couple of my followers and people from work are basically doing. They'll be doing shit in the lounge while they're listening to us babble on about other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough, right?
Yeah, totally. They don't need to watch what we do. It does add to the colour of the event, but
Yeah, exactly.
All right, should we crack in then?
Oh, let's transition. Oh, there it goes again. Fantastic. I'm really liking that.
I feel like I'm missing so much. I'm gonna rewatch it.
Just keep an eye on if you got a little twitch there.
Oh, there we go.
It is. Beautiful.
It's like that D20
Oh.
straight at me.
love it.
I wanted to have like a Batman style.
Yeah.
But it's too lazy. I got too lazy.
Wow.
Don't you animate things for a job?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's outside of my job.
Yeah,
Okay.
doing it outside job's too much of an effort.
Oh, this is like the chef who has 2-minute noodles for dinner.
Exactly.
Can't be asked cooking because he does it for a living.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
I
I understand.
just want to make sure
Nice.
that these cards are. The cards. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's cool. I'm just gonna. What happened last time? What happened last time?
Yeah, John,
Yeah.
regale us.
I'll cover it off. And my my high level goal for this recap is to not say at all, because apparently
At
that's
all.
all I. Yeah, in the last
Tough
ones when I was listening back to it, I was like, oh man, that's horrible. Okay, so last time our adventurers began the session having made the ultimate insult to the leader of the fire giants, Duke Zolto. They had slain his son, and they had...
Oh god.
There he is.
Try and push through.
Damn it! Just did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
So they had slain his son, and they tried what was quite a creative trick to make themselves look a bit like him, but it obviously did not fool the fire giant for a second, and they ended up in mortal combat with the Duke. They after some toing and froing, some people being knocked out, Igneous, and some grave wounds being inflicted on others. They managed to capture the Duke, or more specifically, Alst managed to capture the Duke inside a bead of force, which is a magical item that expands around a specific space. And they managed to capture him and entered into parley, where they managed to negotiate a treaty of sorts, where they would help the Duke achieve, become the top of the ruling class of all the giants, ahead of the other kinds of giants, the storm giants and the frost giants and the cloud giants and the hill giants. And in exchange, he would not murder them, and he would help. Damn it! There he goes again. It's only 2 though. It's not bad.
In
They
the space of a few
Yeah,
minutes.
I mean,
You're
last
doing
time
alright.
it was like 2 ums in the first 2 seconds, so that's
And
alright.
those are the ones I didn't cut.
They managed to. It was quite a long negotiation, backwards and forwards. They managed to secure Bruni's safe passage, but they did not manage to retrieve the enslaved dwarves. And they have just been taken downstairs to the Duke's main chamber, where they've learnt the Vonendod, the colossal structure / golem that is standing next to them,
This big thing.
who is a Titan construct that the Fire Lord, the Duke Zolto, is attempting to resurrect, reconstruct and resurrect. And at the closure of our session, a cadre of drow mages and warriors appeared in front of the Duke. Did they? Sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. Did they enter into conversation, or did we enter there?
No. They entered into conversation, and they handed the fire giant Duke a small satchel, or a satchel of some sort, with something fairly important sounding inside it. The soul, or
The soul of
Oh, that was the thing that could make the Titan come to life.
basically the Titan soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So we'll zoom back in there. So as they hand over the satchel with great care, it's quite a large thing. The Duke takes it very carefully, and you notice the difference in the way that he's handling this compared to everything else that you observed from him so far. He takes it from them, pulls back the sides of the bag, and lifts out this iron flask. And you can, even from where you are standing, you notice that there's heat just emanating from it, and he's just holding this incredibly hot flask. And he turns to you all and says, "This is Margera, the Dawn Titan, the spirit of the Vonendod." And that is where we left off.
And I guess important to remember that Wolf and Igneous are still upstairs while Igneous is recovering, given his last bout of...
Oh yeah, let's talk about
fearlessness.
Igneous.
Yeah.
Because Igneous is sort of...
fire giant.
Yeah.
Madman. He's a man with a vengeance against giants by the sounds of things. We haven't learned too much about him directly. He doesn't like giants, and he desperately wanted to kill, or at least get us all killed.
Yeah, doesn't
last
like
session.
giants, doesn't like magic.
Yeah.
Is kind of fearful about the weirdest things. Likes rocks.
Loves
Rocks are
rocks.
pretty sweet.
Yeah, goes a bit nutty when
Big
he gets
fan.
carried away.
Mm.
Just doesn't
Yeah.
really think about a lot of things and kind of dives in once he's certain of a result.
Yeah.
Loves
Or an
magic
answer.
too, though.
Yeah.
Does he?
He gets a bit nervous with magic. Thinks Finn is a magic thrower, which is really funny given Finn is the furthest from.
Yeah. There's no magic
Nonetheless.
in these bones of mine.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he has some interesting weak works.
That would be a way of putting it. But he's currently lying unconscious back upstairs. I'll just give a quick look of where upstairs is. There's down here these stairs. They lead upstairs, and he's currently not unconscious. He's not in a dying state. He's got 2 HP. He's not feeling very. He probably could walk down the stairs if he wanted to.
I think Wolf would have to aid him given his current state. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jackalope's back, by the way. I think she may have missed us last week. So thanks for returning, Jackalope. We haven't officially started the session, so you haven't missed anything other than a recap so far. So Igneous is unconscious, or damn near unconscious, after being basically bashed about by a giant that was just doing his job. Didn't really want to have anything to do with him. So kind of lucky he survived it all.
And at this point, the fire giant who's kind of holding this iron flask that you can feel the heat from, he says, "Dark, you've done very well." To that, the drows, the drow? It's the plural of drow.
Drow?
I think this is drow.
Drow? Drow is drow, yeah.
The drow? The drow.
The drow sounds weird.
Kind of bow and stay in place, and he brings his attention back to you all, and kind of says, "Well, as you can see, we're still under construction here. So the Vonendod won't be ready for some time. But now that I have my gear, I can begin to make preparations. What are your plans? How can I help you? Help me."
He's so willing to. I think at this point, Alster's just going to give Finn a bit of a nudge in the back to push him forward. Quite keen to have Finn to do the talking in this one.
Oh man.
You're less likely to get tongue-tied and put your foot in it, to be fair.
Should we be asking for the fire conch Picaton?
Well, I mean that's kind of where we're heading, right? We need to, but we need to. Do we want to sort these drow out? Do we want to do something about this?
I think that's the plan. That's what we want to do.
It's risky, right? Like we realize that
everything we do is risky. I don't think we've done anything that's even remotely sane or safe in this campaign. So risk is what we do.
But this could end up with
fantastic,
6 drow and 4 fire giants coming down on us. I still want to give it a go, but just to test.
I think what we try and do is at this point in time we try and let's negotiate a way and kind of get him into a conversation where he thinks he's going to get what he wants, because we pretty much don't want the fire giants in charge, right? So we're going to backstab them anyway. So the earlier we can do that and destabilize his confidence in his drow cohorts, the better.
Whip it out, Finn.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
So Igneous, who is somebody with Igneous?
Wolf.
Wolf is
Wolf.
Yeah.
Igneous and Wolf. What would you guys like to do? Maybe
that's a good starting point.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so Wolf has basically just been under instruction from Alce to stay with Igneous and keep a watch on him.
Sure.
And his interpretation of that is basically don't let Igneous do anything stupid. So whatever Igneous does, Wolf will follow and kind of guard as best he can.
Cool. Okay, so Igneous is just still lying on the ground next to Wolf, and he's feeling super poorly. He can remember that he has 1 health potion left, and he's going to attempt to try and feed that to himself, but he's feeling super rubbish. So he can only manage that on a 15 plus on a d20. Less than 15, he's just gonna just sit there and bleed for a little while
I
longer.
mean, you can just drink it.
I can-
Like if you wanna roll for something, I'd say give me a Constitution save.
Constitution. All right, let's do that.
You can just drink
I
it,
love
bro.
the dedication to the dice is
Yeah, I'm not that bold
There you
yet.
go, 15.
15.
You chug it with some gusto.
Right, gusto it up in here. Is it 2d4 plus 10?
2d4 plus
2d4
4, 2. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, 2.
5. My health is more than doubled. Cool.
Nice.
So Igneous is just going to stay lying there thinking about what he's done.
Fair enough.
That's me.
That's it.
He's done.
Yeah.
In deep contemplation. Well, as much as Igneous can be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And what are your plans there, Igneous? What would you like to do? Do you want to join the rest of the party? Are you going to do some
Igneous-
snooping on your own, or?
Yeah. Igneous doesn't know where the rest of the party is. So once he's got enough health in him, he's just going to assess the room that he's in. I think that's where the ogres spilled their guts everywhere.
Mm.
So when he can, he's just going to assess, see if he can find his crossbow, which he gave to the dwarf that got his head imploded.
Oh, yeah.
If he can retrieve that, and just see if he can find any nifty loot. So through the duration of goings on downstairs, he'll just be looking around for stuff slowly.
Okay, sure. I'm just clearing up the people who aren't actually there. Yep, you're in the room with the entrails kind of spread out everywhere.
We'll collect a few of those for show.
Yeah. On the so add ogre entrails to your inventory.
Will do.
On the ogres themselves, they wear like quite simple clothing. A couple of them are wearing chain shirts. Because you've kind of come across ogres in the wilderness before, you recognize that as kind of unusual. You assume that somehow somebody had given that to them, because it's not the kind of thing that they would seek out themselves. But other than that, they're like across all of the corpses, you managed to find 100 gold pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. That's me, thank you.
Okay.
And Wolf knows where the rest of the party is, so it's up to you whether or not Wolf tries to
If
encourage Igneous along, or
if Igneous wants to come find them, he can talk to Wolf, and Wolf will guide him. So if Igneous asks Wolf where everyone is, he will take him.
Okay. Igneous is probably still gonna sit there feeling poorly for a little while, but in the next time I'll ask Wolf to lead me to the rest of the party.
okay.
Oh, look,
Cool.
my shopping's here. Just keep going.
Great time to swap back to you.
We need a shopping transition.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make a nice little, I don't know, Oust shopping jingle and a little animation that pops up. Oust shopping, something like that, like just
What's so
sparkly.
special this week?
Yeah. And we can chuck up a poll, seeing if the only person that's allowed to answer the poll is the shopping guy, to see if he's watching. I'm so sorry for I'm going to look right at the viewers. I'm so sorry that you've got to put up with the fact that Alst gets his shopping exactly when we decide to stream. Sorry guys, but maybe we should get Alst to show us a few of his shopping items.
Well, one day when we're sponsored by Countdown, he'll have to.
Yeah.
It'll be enforced.
Maybe I need to put together a montage of Alst's shopping arriving.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. What's in the shopping today, Alst?
Do you really want me to read that out? Let's carry on.
Okay.
Okay. So back in the room with the Colossus,
Yeah.
what would you all like to do?
Okay. Kind of. Is there much focus on us right now?
There's the Duke has turned back around to you and kind of has motioned and told you about what he has,
Mm.
and he's asked you what you would like what would you like to do? And he starts offering some suggestions. So he says, "I'm sure we could kick some of the slaves out of their beds, and you could rest. There's food here.
I kind of just want. I want the Duke to see a little bit of unease on my face in regards to the drow being there.
Okay,
I kind of want to maybe try and like maybe catch a glimpse of the drow from around him, kind of a little bit suspect, kind of looking.
okay. So he observes you doing that, and he kind of looks over his shoulder. He should be the shoulder back at the drow, and then looks at you and says, "Oh, don't worry about them. They help us. They're with us. They're on our side."
I can't believe you'd trust those specific drow. That's all.
What do you mean? They brought me what I needed.
Like, do you know what else they may have with them? It's just what we've heard of them specifically that bothers me.
Okay, give me a deception roll.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Make it a good one.
Get it, Dicey?
Oh, that's a crit.
and then we go
roll
with
of
the first critical fail.
First roll of the night, crit fail. Brilliant. Whoa.
Second roll of the night.
Second roll.
Oh no. Oh,
Good.
this
Okay,
is. I'm just glad it happened now and not like moments into what I was gonna try and do.
You're gonna have to do some serious shit to get out of this one.
That's all right. It's all right.
So his reply comes to you. You know these drow. With a skeptical look on his face.
I've heard of these drow.
These specific drow.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna lean around and just like point at the one that handed him the little satchel. And I go, I've heard of that drow.
What is that drow's name?
Oh, Finn.
I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with that. It sounded really elvish, really kind of started. It had like an at sort of at something kind of sound within it. It was rhymes with I don't have it on me, but I would not forget the description I was told about what they wore. It matches. That is the one I was told about.
He says, I see. Well, I trust them and they have delivered.
But okay. Okay, he's just gonna turn to Alst and Sasha. Just kind of, we need to distract him. We need to distract him.
How do we
I don't know, but we need to distract him so I can plant the stuff on the drow.
All right. Sasha's got an idea.
Alright, far away, Sasha.
Just out of nowhere, Sasha's just gonna point its right hand just right up to the sky, pointing it at Daunton and be like, "Whoa, that's big. That's not the biggest titan I've seen around these parts."
Okay. And you're pointing at the Vonadod or at just
Yep,
at the
I am.
ceiling?
I am.
Okay. Go ahead and roll deception. Actually, no, roll performance.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
All right. Hopefully, he yells loud enough.
That's better than my roll. I'm not going to say that's a good roll, but it's definitely better than my roll.
Okay. So I think with that, you're pretty convincing. Like you're relatively convincing. You're actually putting some energy and effort into it, and there's a moment where everyone, the Drow, the Duke, the rest of the Fire Giants, Bruni, everybody looks kind of up at the Colossus.
Cool. And in that
before-
moment, Finn takes control of his was it his trickster glove? What's it called?
Arcane glove.
Glove of
Archmage?
glove of the arcane trickster. He's going to take control of that. He's going to throw the remaining fingers, both giant and ogre and orc of whatever he's got, into the hand of this mage glove, and he's going to basically move it across and try and get it to drop these fingers into a pocket or an opening of one of the random guys.
Okay. It's going to take quite a while. Like, you're quite far away from them.
So we need to just make sure. Like the thing is, I just don't want them to see that the glove has come from me. So if it gets spotted, there's no way for them to tie it to me. So the idea is that they're distracted while it leaves me. So I don't mind how long it takes to get there. It's as long as it's distracted.
Okay. Are you just throwing it, or are you using some sort of magic?
It's a concentration spell. So this, I'm glad Igneous isn't here to freak out.
You're just using Mage Hand, right?
Yeah. It's basically just Mage Hand.
Okay.
It's so big.
Ta-da! Look at this big
Okay,
titan.
Okay. Cool. I know how to resolve this.
Okay.
I'm going to roll perception for each of them, like for the three groups.
Ooh.
The giant and the Duke don't know what you're up to, but the Drow definitely do.
That's fine.
That's okay.
They can think they know
And
what they're seeing.
when after everybody kind of brings their gaze back down. Actually, I'm gonna roll for Bruni as well, just to. Bruni crit. He knows what's up.
Ah, sweet.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say your Mage Hand in that momentary lapse kind of makes it up to about where the Fire Giants are. And this spectral floating hand with something grasped inside its palm continues to float towards these Drow, who, upon seeing it floating towards them, draw weapons and say, "Thief, stop! You've pointed."
And Finn points and goes, "The Drow, they're doing it!"
Okay. The Fire Giants look confused. Give me a deception roll.
Please, this is. I'm glad I've got my crit fail out of the way.
Do you have any luck rolls at all?
No, we haven't had a chance to do like a long rest in a long time. So
Here we go.
So he points. He sees that the Drow have noticed that the Mage Hand's coming at them. He sees them go to call out, and at the same time calls out, "The Drow, they're doing that. They're doing it." And with that, the deception check is a 21.
Wow.
Whoa!
You got to give it that spice before the roll. You got to give it that spice.
Yeah, even the 19 is really good too. So the Drow draw their weapons and they begin slashing at the spectral hand, which kind of opens up and releases some fingers. They're all giant fingers, yeah.
I believe there's like giant. I believe there's ogre. Yeah, hobgoblin.
Okay.
There's a bit of everything.
Okay, so there's kind of like all of these random fingers that begin dropping from the spectral hand before it dissipates, and the giants are standing there just very confused as to why the Drow would do this thing. But your story starts to like, from what they've observed, starts to line up. And the Duke says, Drak, what's the meaning of this? And Drak just kind of points his scimitar at your party and says, the thief cast that spell.
Sorry, what did the fire giant say? Sorry, what did the
He
Duke
said,
say?
Drak.
Right.
What's the meaning of this?
And Finn's just
addressing the.
Finn's gonna go Drak. Yeah, that's it. That's the name. That was the name.
So what are you trying to have happen here?
All right. So Finn's gonna say, look, they've clearly killed their way to get in. I don't know what. I don't know if they were it looked like they were trying to plant something on us while you were distracted. I don't know. I think they're trying to confuse this situation. This lines up with what we were told about them. They can't be trusted.
Okay, so he turns back to them, and with that roll, he says, "Leave us. I'll address you later." And they all kind of are looking at each other, very confused as to why he's taking your word over theirs when they've just like delivered this amazing thing. But he's not willing to outright attack or doubt them at this stage,
Right.
because they have delivered this thing that is super important. And so with that, they begin making their way out of the hall.
Okay.
You guys just letting that happen, or?
I think Finn needs to sort of say, are you even sure what they've given you is the right thing? Can they prove that is what they say it is?
So they continue heeding his words, and he steps up and walks over to this huge, like, igloo-shaped structure on the northern side of the room. It looks like it's made entirely of like this very sturdy metal. It's who's there? Sasha, you'd probably recognize it as adamantine.
Ooh.
It's got a chimney at the top, and it's reminiscent of a forge, but a very, very big forge.
For making very big Colossus pieces.
And he steps inside, kind of like putting his hand on the top of one of the entrances, reaches inside with one hand, and you see that he was holding the flask, and the flask is now left inside there. And by the time he kind of withdraws from the forge, it's just like the temperature in the room just increases exponentially. Can you all? Actually. Oust and Finn, you take 3 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
And Sasha, you take 11 damage.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Bruni unfortunately faints from the heat.
Bruni. Oh.
As does the pseudo dragon.
Oh.
And the white dragon wormling is not looking super healthy, or like is obviously being quite negatively affected. So this forge just roars into life with this incredibly intense heat, and you can see now that the forge is aflame and glowing bright orange. And the Duke turns to you and he kind of says, "Yeah, they brought me what I wanted."
Damn it.
Okay, that was an easy test.
Well, at least we got the drow out.
Yeah.
Right? We didn't need that.
They're gone for now, so if we still 4 giants. If we do end up in battle, are going to screw us over.
Hmm.
And you
We
start to
need
hear
to
like this incredible wail coming from the forge itself.
I'm like picturing like a blue whale.
That's exactly what it's like. Actually, it's a wailing whale.
Fantastic.
Oh god.
While that happens, Sasha's just gonna nudge us and say, "Do you have any more beads of force?"
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well
do.
done.
But I'm not willing to throw. I've only got 3, and my chance of getting all 3 giants and could be very difficult.
Oh no, I was thinking more about getting that soul out of the forge or blocking access to that forge.
Hmm.
Maybe. I'm not sure how. I don't know. Yeah, can't say I know hugely how these beats work. To be fair, I just throw them out.
Interesting. So,
So do we need to?
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Do we need to get the giant Duke back over here and focusing on us and giving us the answers we need around the conch?
I think he's pretty willing to take us to the conch after everything. It sounds like he's even willing
Yeah.
to give us a bed to stay in.
Let's do that.
Finn's kind of had a bit of a loss here. Like, we don't want the thing that's in the forge.
We're not going to stop this thing coming to life. None of us can get into the forge to get it. And I don't know how we're going to break the forge.
But that only leaves us with the option of having to just, like, kill everyone.
It's what we do, right?
And I know it's what Igneous would like. So we could possibly...
With the magic words, kill everyone, we'll switch back to Igneous just for a moment. That was what I was waiting for. Igneous, what's your situation? What would you like to do?
All right, so Igneous has been pondering his recent failures, that he's lost a one-on-one battle with a fire giant king, and he's lost another battle against some guard fire giant, and he's feeling really bad in relation to physical health. So he's just going to rub Wolf's head for a little bit, and he's appreciating the company, and he's just going to say to Wolf, "Where did everybody go?"
I'm just going to draw some... Oh, wait, that was terrible. I was going to draw some little tears coming out of your eyes, but... There we go. He's having a cry.
Okay, and Wolf asks, what does Wolf do?
Wolf's response is just a gentle nudge on Igneous's head, and he'll give a bit of an understanding lick. You know, Wolf understands the pain of failure, having been knocked unconscious several times himself. So there's a bit of a shared understanding between the two. When Igneous asks Wolf where everyone's gone, Wolf kind of gets up and indicates towards. I'm just looking at the map. Oh my god, I've got so blind out. Indicates towards the stairs where we went down. And if Igneous wants to follow, then Wolf will lead.
Cool.
Does he do like that classic cartoon pointing dog thing?
Yeah, totally. The pointing dog thing. Tail pointed out. Totally.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's about the simplest thing that Igneous would understand, right?
Yeah, it needs to be simple. All right. So Igneous is going to very gently hold on to the end of Wolf's tail, like it's a little pair of reins, just so that Wolf can lead him forward. And as we travel through the room, he's just going to keep an eye out for his crossbow.
Oh yeah, you've
nice.
collected the crossbow.
Okay, sweet.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that before.
Cool. So very slowly, Igneous will just follow Wolf.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So
That away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of make your way along the gantry and down the stairs. Wolf leads you down the stairs, and transition.
Woohoo!
If it works.
All right, here we go. Finn's just going to be sort of talking with Alst and Sasha, saying, "Look, if anything, we need to have a rest. We need to have a nice long rest."
Yeah, definitely.
And so we can be nice and refreshed for what needs to happen tomorrow.
So let's get Juki over there to give us some time, and we'll accept his hospitality, and then I guess tomorrow morning we crack into our actual mission of getting the conch, finding the conch, and sort of aiding him in becoming the leader of the giants.
Yeah. And can someone, for the love of God, revive Bruni? He's come too far.
Yeah, I wonder, can I? So Bruni's just fallen unconscious, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. He collapsed from heat exhaustion.
Oh, awesome.
Flasks of many things.
Oh no, that does disease, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Nope, can't help there.
Oh,
You need to heal him,
Yeah,
basically.
he's basically in a
Yeah.
dying state.
I don't have a healing spell, sorry.
You've
Gonna
got
have to go
cure
to
wounds.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots.
Oh, right, so you need a rest. Yeah, okay.
Big time.
We all need a rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess Bruni's making death saves then.
Oh,
Unless, of course, Sasha's got some.
have you got anything left to heal with?
His first one's successful.
Awesome. Sasha, perhaps maybe if we prayed for Bruni, he might survive.
Pretty sure
Maybe
I've got
Grumbar
4
or
slots for
something like
level 1 spells and 3 slots for level 2 spells. I'm pretty sure I've got at least one more level 1 slot cure wounds.
But
Yeah.
the question
We
is...
can always pray if you want, though. we can leave fate into the hands of Grumbar.
Fate, it is only Bruni.
It could work, though. Yeah, you don't want to use up any of those spell slots.
where's
come
the
on.
dragonling first?
Yeah, we could always try, you know. What does Sasha think?
Ooh, Sasha's gonna roll on this.
Nice. Nice.
Alright, so...
I really thought you guys would care more about a returning character.
I did. I think it's fantastic Bruni's back.
Alf doesn't technically care about anyone but himself.
Finn's
Gonna roll
very excited. Finn got knocked
1d6.
unconscious for this guy.
3 at least no heal, 4 more. Sasha will try heal.
He's
Alright.
just gonna
Wait,
arrow.
no heal, like, at all.
As in, pray instead of healing.
Right, okay, cool.
It's a 1.
Oh,
So it's a prayer session.
Yeah, go ahead, go lay hands on him and pray.
and then blatantly rears the wormling next to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Sasha will be more worried about the wormling, to be fair.
What wormling?
What?
Oh, your friend that you fought so hard for.
I thought you guys were talking about the pseudo dragon.
Yeah, the pseudo dragon is the one
well,
that's
though.
down.
Yeah, Alistair's given up on him. He's useless.
Igneous and Wolf, you guys have made your way to the party as well.
Oh, nice. Guys, you're alive! I thought it was just Wolf that survived. What's been going on?
Hi, Igneous. It's good to see that you've rested a bit. What you been up to?
I've failed.
Oh.
We've all failed in our own ways, Igneous. It's just time to come to grips with this
Mm-hmm.
and learn from it. That's the important things. Learn from your failures.
Igneous is just going to assess the party to see how wounded they look.
Did each of you want to give a description of how wounded you look?
Finn has got like a slight tan from the forge turning on. And that's
Is that all?
Oh!
You never get touched. I can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's a really good point. Igneous, as you
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said
come
anything.
downstairs You take
Oh,
don't.
no,
14 damage
what?
and collapse again.
Wouldn't he have like as he was walking down the stairs going, maybe not, maybe a little too hot, but instead he just ran down.
It's what he
Well,
does.
up to you, Igneous. If you would have turned around when it got a bit hot. Wolf takes 6 damage, by the way.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
What did Wolf do to that?
I love the vision of like Wolf dragging Igneous down to his death, basically.
Like Igneous is super keen to follow Wolf down, but probably not to the point of his own demise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're positioned at the top of the stairs, like waving at everybody.
Yeah. So I would have taken some damage because he wouldn't have known to do it to stop straight away.
Yeah.
So
So you can take 6. You can take 6 damage.
Yeah, I'll take 6 damage. So I'm down to 1. So I'm just flailing. I'm flailing on the top of the stairs.
Finn's gonna just yell out to the fire giant. Can we just tone the heat down a little bit in here? Could you just remove that thing from the forge just until we're gone, and then you can do whatever you need to do with your Titan.
It's getting
The
hot.
Duke is like warming his hands by the fire.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is nice.
Yeah, it's too hard. We're not fire giants.
Yeah, it's getting hot.
And he kind of waves you.
Finn's gonna be like, look, like I can handle it. Like, I can handle this. And he's speaking in giant, so like maybe Igneous can't understand. He's like, I can handle it, but we've got a dude near collapse back there.
He says, so he kind of waves you off and he's like, I'm not gonna put out the forge. Do you know how hard it was for me to obtain Margera? But
just put it out.
You're all relieved. You can go and rest up. There are some beds on the upper level on the northern side of the floor. One of the giants can take you through. And he kind of motions.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay,
let's do that.
Let's just do that. Let's do it.
Do you guys just want to go straight to the boudoir?
Anywhere out of here.
We need to get out of here before it does damage. And we've got to drag Bruni off with us.
Yeah.
Wait, is Sasha going to pray over Bruni or anything?
So Sasha can pray over Bruni when we're in a more comfortable position.
Yeah, because
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you all, I'm just going to, for the purposes of making this like not totally shitty for you, Igneous, it's going to be fine. You're just going to survive on the 1 HP. But the whole team is taken through this floor here to the north. Obviously, you've all got a pretty good view of the Colossus so far, the Vonenberg. On your to the west or to your left, you see a kind of small-ish room with a 10-foot wooden table, 10-foot tall wooden table, kind of perched inside there, and not much else. To the east, you see the elevator shaft, and it looks like an empty elevator shaft at this point. And it roughly correlates with where you remember the elevator coming through.
Oh, yeah.
You continue past this giant adamantine forge. The fire giant pushes open these doors. I'm just going to line everybody up so nobody's inside of rock. Pushes open the doors for you. You come up to another set of doors. One moment, please.
There's going to be like 100 fire giants just chilling out in here.
Oh.
Oh my god.
This is no. What's
A big 31.
Oh man, that's scary.
And you're kind of the fire giant leads you through,
Man.
and this large imposing figure over here kind of calls out to the fire giant and says, Where are they going? And he calls back and says, they're going to help the Duke reforge the Ordnance. And she calls back and says, good. And you continue up. This room seems like the quarters of all of these goblins, and this large female fire giant. And then we're just going to do another quick transition here, quick-ish.
Finn's just gonna give the fire giant little elbow, little nudge. Be like, she's all right, eh? What's her name?
Hey.
So as you guys go up the stairs, Finn kind of nudges this guy. He's like, "Don't even get me started. That's the Duchess."
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
is she aware that her son died?
I could smell a new disguise coming on.
Shut up, goodness.
And you all at the top of the stairs. You enter.
I kind of want to do that now.
Oh,
You enter this hall where you saw previously a couple of fire giants arm wrestling.
Oh yeah.
With these ogres, kind of watching, looking on.
First of all, my fire giant strength lasted like an hour, right? It hasn't even been close to an hour.
No, it hasn't. It's probably been at this point with all the conversation. I'm going to say it's about half now, and you had 45 minutes because you only swigged half of it.
Yeah.
Half of it too.
Are the ogres that are there also like participating, or is it just like a giant versus giant arm wrestle that's going on?
They seem to be placing bets.
All right, I want to challenge one of them.
And so currently nobody is arm wrestling because it was quite a long time since you saw them.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they are still standing, like talking about the recent.
Yeah. Finn wants to. Finn's gonna call out. So who won before?
The fire giants kind of look at each other confused. The ogres, one of them holds up a coin purse and is like, "Oh, me, I won." But then the fire giant closest to the north wall with the fire pit kind of behind it is like, "Yeah, I was victorious last time." But
right.
we kind of go back and forth, like we mostly do it for the ogres.
Yeah, like you and me. Let's do this.
It's like, okay, sure.
Okay, so Finn's gonna make his way over.
The other one very happily steps aside with a massive grin on his face.
And Finn, Finn's just gonna get up on top of the table as well.
The fire giant is like, "Yep, of course, that's the only way this would work physically."
Yeah.
And he says, "So what do you want to wager?" Yeah,
100 to 1 on the halfling.
Yeah. So is that what Alistair's saying?
Yeah, Alistair's going to yell at 100 to 1 on the halfling.
Wait, so you're asking for 100 to 1 odds, or you are giving 100 to 1 odds?
I will. I can always get confused how this works. I used to work in the fair.
Are you trying to win 100 gold for every gold piece you wager, or are you trying to give 100 gold pieces?
No, I don't want to give 100. I want to put 100 to 1. I want to get 100 to everyone on the halfling.
100 to 1, yeah.
Yeah.
You're bidding for the half win to win.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, well, what you're saying is it's very unlikely that the halfling will win. And so the fire giant kind of shakes out. He's like, "I'm not giving you 100 to 1 odds. Do you know how stupid that is?"
What? So you think I'm gonna lose? Is that the situation?
What I'm saying is that there's a 1% chance of you winning is a totally acceptable rate for me.
All right, so
I'll give you 5 to 1. He says.
Make it 20.
Okay, roll perception. Sorry, not perception. Persuasion.
Persuasion. Sure. Oh,
He's like looking up, and you can see him kind of mumbling numbers like 20 to 1, 20%, 1%.
don't think about it. Just say yes.
All right. How much are you wagering? So he has on his person 900 gold. So you could wager up to a 20th of that.
Oh no, I have to do math. That's not fair.
Hold on, I'm doing it for you.
Awesome.
180 gold pieces.
You would wager 45 gold.
Yeah.
And you stand to win 900.
Sweet. I'm chucking up 45 gold.
Okay.
On my buddy.
All right,
so the halfling.
We've got to figure out the logistics here because obviously the size, your forearm is about my height. So if I can place my hand inside the palm of your hand and I can get your hand down onto the table, then...
So his hand is in front of you and it looks like this.
yeah. So I'm just kind of being like, all right, so I'll put my hand on the palm of your hand. So it's kind of like this. And if I can then get your hand back onto the table, I win. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And when I get your hand down onto the table, probably along with your head, your body, everything, then I win.
Well, I'm still.
And if you die, I still get to take the money.
I'm still standing away from my hand. Like I'm still gonna you might cripple my arm, but you're not gonna crush me.
But the force of a giant knocking you down by your arm is going to drag you fully into the table.
Yeah. And so Finn just looks over at the ogre that was holding up like the sack of gold coins, and he's just gonna give him a bit of a wink.
Okay. So that guy's like, do you want to bet? I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Who
bet it all, Ogre. Come on, Ogre. Bet it all.
You want to bet?
No, never mind. Let's just do that. All right, it's too hard. Too hard dealing
It's too hard trying to negotiate with an
He's
Ogre.
offering you a bet, as far as you can
What
tell.
does he want to bet?
Yeah,
What does he want to bet? Come on, Ogre.
He says, I have 300 gold.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll put. Is he doing the same odds? Is he happy to do 20 to 1? He might even be happy to do 100 to 1.
He might do 50 to 1. Come on, he's stupid. 51 is
try.
good odds, Ogre.
You could try.
Okay, so I'll put.
He's very he's led by the fire giants, so
yeah.
He would happily do whatever they're doing, but you could try to convince him.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right,
20 to 1.
I'll be like, I'll bet 6 gold pieces, and if I win, you give me that bag. With the coins in it. He's dumb. I'm just gonna like the whole bag.
So he sees you like tossing the 6 gold pieces, and he looks at his bag, and then he looks at you, and then he looks at the giant, and he compares and contrasts the sizes of the things.
Yeah.
Size and weight.
And he
Awesome.
says, "Good bet."
Good bet. Very good bet.
Oh, but you better win this.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. So this
What's your? You've got the same strength as this fire giant, right?
pretty much. Yeah. I believe so.
You've got a potion of fire giant strength.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we both roll it and roll 20 or?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
do
you
it.
both got to roll over 20.
Let me just double check what the fire giant's strength is. So I'm not accidentally giving you an advantage or him an advantage.
Fair enough.
On a 1 to 10, you auto crit.
Oh, a crit, a crit like 20 would be amazing right now.
You drive him through the table, through the floor beneath you.
Okay, mine's ready.
Okay.
Kahaf?
On the count of 3, we'll do this. Who's the officiator on this?
So I think the other fire giant will step around the side,
Okay.
move the ogre out,
Yeah.
kind of clasps his hands over both sets of hands, and says, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, look at that.
That's plus
Come
6,
on,
right?
GM.
That's +6. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, GM. Let's go.
That's right, man.
That's a pretty good roll. Because he's actually got a
The
+7
giant's
on his
scared.
strength.
Oh. Click it.
Click that button. Click that button. Oh,
Wow.
I want your money.
Turning this fire giant into my bitch.
So after some toing and froing, Finn, do you want to describe how you dominate this?
All right, so I mean,
fire
like,
giant?
it's still not easy. Like, he's not used to this strength, so he's got his hand in this enormous palm, and he's kind of the struggle isn't so much the feat of strength because of the extra strength that the potion's giving him. It's more like he's feeling kind of off balance from moving. And with one, as the sort of fire giant pushes him a little bit, he just puts one foot down, slams his heel into the ground, and just like slams the hand as hard as he can down onto the table.
So I think what happens is that happens, but the look on the fire giant's face as he realizes that he's struggling against you, and not only is he not gaining ground, he's actually losing it. And as you smack your heel down and kind of like dig in, the slate table that you're on actually shudders and cracks with your strength as you just slam down this fire giant's hand. And he is actually the one who falls down, hits his head on the corner of the table, and kind of stumbles back a little bit woozy and says, and no one in the room apart from you, obviously, but maybe everybody else who knows you've drank the fire giant strength, but nobody really believes what's going on.
Al's just cheering. He's like, "Yeah, I just made some."
And the fire giant, the officiating fire giant, kind of pulls this purse from his body and hands it to Oust.
Oh.
And the ogre is just there sobbing like. Hands you this sack of 300 gold pieces.
There we go. That's how you make money.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do that again. How much did I just make? 980.
900.
900. Oh, that's lovely.
That's fantastic.
I can't do math. Mathing is hurting.
What's the sort of feeling in the room at the moment?
Very strange. It's a very strange feeling. Like you've got this one ogre who's just sobbing.
Yeah.
You've got two ogres who are like can't believe what's happened. One fire giant who can't believe what's happened, and the other fire giant who's like might have a concussion.
yeah.
Just like
Elsie's just gonna walk up to the ogre that's crying, and just sort of tap him on the shoulder and say, "Always back to halfling." Always back to halfling. And he's gonna walk off.
And he's like, halfling small, 6 gold small.
That's awesome. So Finn's just going to jump down off the table and sort of not really say just anything. He's grabbed the coin purse. He's happy.
Okay. And so if you guys are happy, the fire giant who kind of came with you is going to lead you through. So you go kind of past this area into the hall, and he takes you right to the end of the hall, where he pushes open this door here and kind of steps back and lets you go in. and there's an ample number of beds for
Fantastic.
all of you,
Finn's just...
each with trunks at the boot of them.
Yeah, nice.
And you're all kind of free to do what you wish.
Nice. Finn's just going to sort of
Yeah.
shout out just to he might well just spread the word about what happened out there.
To the fire giant.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, I will. I will."
And the Giant Slayer, I love it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
add that tag.
So I think we're gonna assume that you guys go to a long rest. Yeah? Or do you guys want to do anything specific?
Nah, I'm keen to do a long rest, get some of these luck points back.
Okay, we'll do a long rest and we'll take a 10-minute break for the stream viewers.
Okay.
And if there's anything you want to have done in between times, let me know.
I think I'm good. I just need to get my health back, get those luck points back, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Spell slots back important.
Yes, spells and health.
Hey Finn, you just took my gold up to 1,000.
Yeah, I'm over 1,000 now. It's fantastic.
Stoked for that. I just 900 gold pieces in the space of 20 seconds.
I couldn't let the potion go to waste like that.
This is true. That was well done.
Do we get hit
Alright.
dice?
You get half your hit dice back.
So if I had 7, that goes up to 8?
Yeah. So if you had 7 and you have 8 total, then you would gain 4, but you've got a maximum of 8.
Cool. So it goes to 8.
Yeah.
And I get full health.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look out.
I think we're going to have to really
Igneous is
calm
dangerous
Igneous
again.
down in the morning.
Yeah, let's not have Igneous thinking he can jump into killing and embarrassing giants.
Yeah.
Did you had giant strength as well for a little bit, didn't you?
I did, yeah, until I got killed.
That's right. Yeah, it wore off when you got smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. So wait, was Igneous awake for that that arm wrestle just then?
Yeah.
I was super not with it. I had 1 health.
All right, cool. I'm just trying to remember. Oh no, because it was me and Igneous that both took some of that strength potion.
You both drank half the potion. Igneous lost it when he
fell unconscious.
when sent into a dying state.
Yeah,
right.
by
And
the
yours hung around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well let's take that long
Okay.
rest and a nice 10
And we'll
minute break.
take a 10-minute break.
Yeah, cool.
Sweet.
Back at 5-2.
5-2. All right,
Thanks, guys.
Catch you later.
Bye, stream viewer people faces.
come back in 10.
Wonder is that much of a fan of it.
All right, we've
Like
got.
Sasha seems quite ambivalent about the whole thing.
I don't know.
I
Like,
think I kind of feel like that makes it more special when it happens. Like if somebody was just really loose with the Wonder, it wouldn't be as like holy shit it's being used.
yeah,
Yeah.
A
totally.
GM would probably break it, right? Just like you've used it so much it breaks.
Like Dave, if it was you or
It would
I,
just
we'd
put
be
it.
because it gets like 8 shots every long rest or something. We'd be just like shooting that
Yeah.
like all over. the
Oh,
place.
I'd be firing it every second of every chance I got. I'd be like, Wonder. I don't care what it is. There'd be rhinos and grass everywhere.
Yeah, I'd be using it in like super creative ways, like fighting with something and then like jamming it in like an ear of someone and just like shooting it. I'd just be doing a bunch
Ours
of
isn't
shit.
that clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about a magical item, by the way.
What's
Yeah.
that?
We're talking about a magical item. In case it wasn't obvious.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's pretty magical, all right? Okay.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It's basically 9 o'clock. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You can just use it for everyday tasks. Like I've got this jar that's really hard to open. Whoa.
Yeah, so I want to do
Jar
like,
is sent into.
real cutesy, like bright colored lettering, like wand, kind of like of wonder with a big like big wand
Yeah.
sticking up.
Oh,
Like SpongeBob imagination
Yeah.
style
Oh,
animation or
nice.
something.
Yeah, I'll go on Fiverr or something and see if I can get like a group of like school kids to just like shout out "Wand of Wonder." And,
Yeah.
and
Oh, that would be so good.
yeah. The only worst thing is the viewers would see it way better than you guys would. You guys would be like, "Wand of Wonder," I'd trigger it, and then you guys just be like,
No?
and like 10 seconds will pass, and you're like, "Oh, that's good." Yeah, so it's a bit of a bummer.
Put through.
Oh, such is life.
Sorry.
What's up?
Hey, such is that.
Hey.
Just in time for
so,
a coffee break.
now that everybody's here, we've just deliberately held off, knowing what is up with that hot chocolate tonight.
What is up with that hot chocolate? It is just a plain old Cadbury's drinking chocolate hot chocolate. I tried to get in
Yay.
touch. Yeah, just plain and boring. Else loves it.
Show us.
It is.
Whip it up.
I
Ah,
don't
look
want
at
to turn it
that.
too far. It'll like spill.
Look
over
at
this.
that.
I
Look at
actually.
that.
So last week, 2 weeks ago, Mark sent me a link to this a coffee company that does a bunch of different flavored shots. And I emailed them basically saying, "Hey, look, we do the stream." I started the email with, "This is going to be the weirdest request you've ever had." Basically said, "Look, we stream us playing D&D, and we have got a break midway through. We come back, and I have a hot drink of some sort, and I'd love to have some extra flavors for it." I said, "I don't think you guys sell them by samplers, but if there's some sort of deal we can do, then that would be great." And they just didn't get back to me. I just don't think.
That was such a great story.
Great plot.
Yeah, I was all built up. I was like, and what happened
What's he
here?
gonna say?
And they've just not replied. So I'm gonna email them again this week and go. So it was a weird response, but have you got a response? Because
Yeah, we're gonna mention you each
Yeah,
week.
exactly.
The response can be no, right? Like it's a totally fine response.
yeah,
I think if you go back to the Sonic, I'm happy if you say no, but if you don't say anything, I'm going to slag you off on to my 15 followers.
Hey, 15. We're up to it.
47.
Is it 47?
Well, it's nearly 15.
That's all right. We need 3 more followers to get us to that point where we can start looking at what is it?
Affiliation.
Twitch affiliate.
Twitch affiliate, yeah.
We also need to stream on some other days, but I can kind of throw up some gaming at some point, unless we wanted to do some midweek D&D. But I know we've all got busy lives. Unless we wanted to do a one shot at some point, we could do that as well.
I'm so keen on an in-person one shot
Oh, that'd be great.
with some cameras.
That'd be
streaming
cool.
to Twitch. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. We could do that.
Yeah.
We could totally do that.
Totally.
Do that. But if you're watching now, and I hate being one of the guys that does this, but if you're watching and you're not following us, do us a favor, just hit that follow button. and we can hopefully start growing a bit more, a little bit more.
Where is that follow button?
Where is that follow button? Why, Mark? That
He's
follow
not even
button
following
is just
himself.
at the top of the, just up there, at the very top. If I could extend my hands past the Getting Dicey logo, up, and then a little bit over to the right, it would just be there.
I can't
Oh,
see
sweet.
it.
Hey, look, it's...
Do you have an account? Are you actually signed in with an account?
I think so. I think I had to be set up with an account in order to do this.
That's
Maybe.
cool.
No, you can watch us without having an account.
Custom Simpsons Lego.
On the app, though, I think I had to set
That's
up.
pretty cool, eh?
Hans Moleman.
The custom Simpsons.
This is Moleman in the morning.
Is it the heart thing?
I've got so many
It's
random
literally
little...
like it says. I think it literally says follow, doesn't it?
Is it? Yeah, it does.
I don't know, Mark.
Oh, that's cool. Is that a D&D figure you painted, John?
I didn't paint it, but it is a D&D figure. Here's another one.
Half right.
That's cool.
That's Birdman.
nice.
Bird person.
Bird person.
That's cool.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
I think you might have seen that there, Rogan. It was a little
Oh,
heart
this is a
thing.
pretty cool one.
Oh, did we get a?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we did.
Okay.
Oh,
And we've got an
very
extra
nice.
follower.
Okay,
I killed him
cool.
so much.
I think that was.
2 to go.
I do
Oh,
like.
nice.
I do like that. I put out that little request. Hey, if you're watching, give us a follow. And 2 less people are now watching, so that's good. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. No, that's cool. That's cool.
This was my first ever character.
Oh,
His name is
man.
Ulfric.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you paint that?
My friend painted it.
That's
Nice.
cool, man.
Human
It
barbarian.
also looks like, wow. It also looks like Saitama.
It
That's
does
pretty
look like
cool.
Saitama, but way more ripped.
Yeah. 100% giant strength potion.
Sweet. Have I gone quieter? Like, I feel like my microphone's not doing the same levels it was before.
No,
Are you
you're
guys
good.
hearing me okay? Okay.
No, good.
Okay, good. Well,
Okay, let's join back in.
Actually,
We'll
what happened with
talk
Corsair?
about Nothing for ages.
Did Corsair come back with one headset?
no. So they too are using the ancient art of ignoring. It's fantastic.
It's the art of the empty fist, the empty mouth, the empty email.
It's the wait a minute. How many followers do you have? Oh, and then they just slowly back.
500.
Up.
Yeah, backing down the room. Who are
Yeah.
you now?
Pretty much, but that's okay. That's fine. We've got people that.
Seed is
Yeah.
planted.
There's 5 of us. We like what we're doing. That's the main thing.
Eh,
Okay, all right. Okay.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I really like it.
John's just trying to find ways to kill the DM. He hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you kill a DM. The DM is the entire world, so
Yeah.
Ignis would give it a try.
Apocalypse could happen. We could cause apocalypse.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ignis can click his heels and try something.
Yeah, man. Take the whole world out.
they can attack him certain times. Okay, cool. So you're all awaken, feeling refreshed. It was quite a good time to go to sleep because it was night and it's now morning. Not that you have any particular concept of time being under the ground at the moment, but you obviously had a very hard day and you awaken feeling refreshed. And what would you like to do?
Finn is feeling very lucky, which is
Oh.
great.
Yay!
Damn.
That is good news.
Is this is the door to this room open, or has it been shut closed behind the fire giant?
It's been closed behind the fire giant.
All right, we need to raid this room. What is in this room? Is there anything of note around that we can see?
You've said that the front because it's pretty much just closed, eh?
Slash is just
Overbite
gonna run over to
frequency,
Bruni and see if Bruni's okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, Bruni. Hey.
so you go to Bruni
He's
and
our
he's like,
rating.
Oh, he's alright. Okay.
he's just snoring his head off. So in this room there are 12 iron framed beds, they line the walls. At the foot of each bed is an unlocked footlooker made of beaten iron. and there's kind of 3 basalt pillars in the middle of the room which support the ceiling. Searching through all of the footlockers, because you kind of had searched through Igneous, you'd searched through the one at the foot of your bed, but looking through all of them, you guys do find. Sorry.
This is our first dance.
Stockmanship wants
It's
to know
been
if
a
we're
while.
dead.
A total.
Yeah, no, Sock, we're not dead yet. But you did miss an amazing arm wrestle with a fire giant. It's a little fun
Oh,
take
yes,
on
you did.
a fire giant.
You'll need to replay that later.
Yeah.
You find 600 gold pieces
Woohoo!
amongst the footlockers.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, Jesus.
And a number of mundane items. So things like short swords and like leather jerkins, and basically, if there's something specific that's like non-magical that you guys want, I'm happy for you to come across it there.
Igneous would fully love to grab a short sword.
Yeah. Add a short sword to your inventory.
And if Finn can just find enough arrows to restock, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, you find a quiver with 30 arrows in it.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right.
What's
Sasha
the
just
thing?
wants to find this conch. That's her name.
So the conch is not mundane. The conch is magical, and it is not in the slave quarters.
Such as like looking under the mattress, just like, where is this?
Where's the conch?
Where's the conch?
Should be
Yeah.
here.
John, what's this thing next to Igneous?
So it's a small like recess where there's a fire inside of it. Used to add some light to the room, but importantly also heat.
Nice. Is there any ash near the edge of the fire which Igneous could grab?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
There are mounds of ash kind of around the edge.
All right. Igneous is gonna reach in and get a good double handful of that ash. Just pocket it for
You're
later.
just gonna double fish that ash.
That's it.
We'll fist it.
Really get it.
909 people.
What's in the? Is this crate open, unlocked at all, or is it going to?
Yeah, so searching through all the footlockers and the crate, you've come across all of these things. There's nothing specific in that crate that hasn't already been accounted for. But if there is anything, like any regular items, you can obviously come across them.
Nothing that I can think of.
There's nothing of particular
Finn, are
value.
you keeping track of the money,
Well, how much was
Hey.
it? Sorry.
or we just
600.
600? Or we're just
600
going to
gold
split it
pieces.
150 each.
Because I've still got like we got, I don't know when we got this, but we got like a bunch of gold pieces and gemstones ages ago that that Finn is still holding on to. It's like, well, I've still got a note of it. I don't think we've split it. I don't know if we split it.
Gemstones, don't remember.
Did we split it? Because it was like
Don't recall when we
just
got
under.
that.
It was about 4,500 gold pieces. And I'm just trying to think.
Didn't we split that?
Oh, we might have split because
Could
it
we
was just
split
between 3 of us, eh?
I'm
Okay,
sure we split that, and we
yeah,
spent on
alright.
some of the magical items that we've got.
Okay, I'll delete that. So how much was it? We found 300 gold pieces.
600.
600.
600. That sounds great. Okay.
So is that 150 each? Or
Yeah, 150 each. If we just everyone add 150 on, that's fine.
it's easiest?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I got plenty. This is good.
But
Can't wait for the next spend up.
So Bruni's like,
Bruni.
Hey, Bruni lives.
fellas, how are you doing?
Oh god.
Igneous is going to rush over and jump onto the bed next to Bruni and be like, "Are you okay, Bruni?"
He's like, well, yes, Rockman,
Rock
I'm
man.
fine. I'm fine.
Call me
Thank you.
Igneous. Tell me all that you know of these fire giants and how we can kill them all.
Oh, here we go.
Oh god.
He says, well, I don't know how to kill them all, otherwise I would have done it already. But what I do know is that since, and he kind of urges you all to gather round, like he's
Stories.
about to tell a tale. And you guys can all decide whether or not you do that.
Oh yeah, Finn's up for a Bruni tale.
Why not?
I
And he
was just
says,
gonna sit up on the crate here.
Okay. So everybody gathers round in the general proximity of Bruni. And he wipes his eyes and he's like, well, after you left and they believed that I was this feral man beast, they started sending me on more and more dangerous journeys and travels. And eventually they sent me up this mountain to deal with the fire giants who had recently threatened some of the surrounding areas. You see, the fire giants had started to encroach on the frost giants' territory, and they had come into conflict. But it was really like the 10 towns that were suffering. So they sent me to parley with the giants, and well, you can see how well that went.
You got drunk, didn't you, Bruni?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got drunk. They stocked me up with 5 beds brandy before I left, and then, well, I was.
It's probably where you mucked up there, Brody.
Yeah. See, part of being the legend that we sold you as that was that we thought you were going to step up to that.
And as you say that, he reaches behind himself, pulls out a gourd.
Oh, I still got the brandy in.
Yeah, I thought they might have all been gone by now, Bruni.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm good.
all right.
Yeah,
Bruni.
we've got some pressing things we need to deal with, and drinking is not going to help. I don't think. As much as we'd enjoy catching up with you and listening to you tell tales.
Yeah. But how were you so easily captured? You got captured by the Yaks folk, right?
Aye.
I mean, you're not exactly. I don't know. Like, how did they fool you? Like, they just offer you a bed and that was it, huh?
Well, yeah, I was, as you correctly pointed out, I was quite drunk, and I needed somewhere to rest for the night. And they were very kind until I woke up in the morning with my clothes missing and my brandy gone. Although I think that was because I drank it.
Well, they won't be doing that to anyone anymore.
Oh, that's good. You told them not to.
No, well, there's no more left to imprison anyone, basically. Yeah.
That's good. There were quite a lot of slaves.
Oh, oust. Dave?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, that's good. Okay, cool. All right. So I don't know. What do we do with poor Bruni? Like,
Bruni, since you've been in that mall, have you seen where the Fire Giant King has stored the gooch?
Conch. Igneous.
He says,
Yeah, that's what I said.
I have seen the jerk's gooch.
Where does he store it?
Betwixt his legs.
Oh my god! And the conch. Have you seen the conch?
The conch I have not seen, but I have heard of the conch.
Have you seen a door that requires a big key?
I've not seen a door, but I have seen a chest which might fit that description. Could you show me this?
Oh,
Who's got the key?
Sasha gave it to Igneous, I think.
I think so.
Oh God, why?
Igneous is just gonna reach into his bag and pull out some ash and be like, "Oh, hang on," and then pull out the big key. This is the key.
Bruni, what do you think?
He says, "Oh yeah, there's a trunk not far from here that might fit into. I've never seen
Lead the
anybody
way.
open it.
And you'd know.
Lead the way.
Wait. Do we want? Because we're going to have to do this stealthily, right? We can't just make our way.
Ignis and Sasha stay put. Because quiet is not what you guys do. I think.
What's going to be the best way to do this? We need to.
Well, maybe can Ignis and Sasha go talk to? Because I'm assuming there's bound to be a giant guarding us or something.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we need Ignis and Sasha to go kind of just chat in general while potentially, I guess, Finn, Oust, and
Bruni has to come along, right?
and Bruni has to come along. So maybe if we leave Wolf with the two big dudes wearing full plate armor, they can take the dog out to go visit people.
Yeah, I mean, could they convince the fire giant that we're still resting?
Yeah, just say, hey, well, look, Oust and Finn, they're resting, and we can just try and go for a little bit of sneak around. Or we're tending to Bruni, who was a little bit more damaged. And he did pass out.
Oof. We're gonna have to be pretty stealthy, but we could.
I can do stealthy,
this.
and I'm sure you can.
But yeah, Finn knows he can do this.
And maybe I can cast that hide in plain sight.
So what does that
Pass
do?
without trace.
The pass without trace. That's the where is that? I haven't used that for so long. It's terrible.
Gives a +10 to stealth checks, and
Yeah.
you don't leave
wow.
any tracks.
So that if I put that around both of us, we can pretty much sneak wherever we want.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Bruni, how far away from where we are now is this trunk? Is it upstairs? Is it downstairs?
If I'm right, and we are where I think we are, it's just across the hall, down the hall and across.
Wow. Okay.
We can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah. So I think if we use Igneous and Sasha and Wolf just to kind of general populate and just say, hey, kind of not a distraction, but just general talk to us.
Like, go get us. Can we go grab breakfast, something to eat, something along those lines, and we can kind of stay back. And Finn's gonna look at Igneous and be like, "Can you go outside with Sasha and try and convince the fire giant to take you somewhere to eat something?"
Just as Finn says convince, Igneous's eyes are going to light up and be like,
No, sword. No weapons. No
words.
No weapons.
So I'm just gonna pipe up right now and just say I've got an idea which shouldn't cause any harm.
Perfect.
Oust, can you tell Wolf to just do a straight dash, and we can Bruni and I can both. Sorry, not Bruni. Ignis and I can both run.
Oh, you want to go play catch the dog?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
This is brilliant.
We'll ask
Come
Fire
cool.
Giant to
No,
help us
that's
find
fine.
him since he knows the place a lot better than us.
All right. Cool. So basically, I'll just lean over. Al's is going to lean over to Wolf and basically going to tell Wolf to go play hide. Good. And this is a game that Al's and Wolf play, or used to play when he was a pup, or he was younger before we met.
Nice.
So Al's, with that, Wolf is just going to bolt out of the room completely and just randomly run wherever everybody wants to.
All right, so we're doing this.
Okay.
Wolf hearing this, he's just gone.
Wolf is kind of pushing against the door and scratching against it. The fire giant on the other side kind of hefts it open and outbounds this wolf with a puppy-like glee. and runs down the hallway as
Yeah.
Sasha, Igneous.
Good luck,
anyone
guys.
else?
Yeah, good luck, guys.
He's good at this game. Good luck.
All right. So Igneous is really still confused about what's going on.
Shit, we changed plans.
Didn't feel like
Find
he
the
had
wolf.
enough time to run it through, but he's just gonna follow Sasha because he feels like Sasha knows what's up.
Sasha's just gonna look at the fire hydrant and say, "Oh, sorry, Wolf's just playing hide again. Can you help us look for him?"
He's like, oh, all right.
Which direction did he go?
He points down the hall, and you can see where Wolf is, and he starts trudging towards him.
Okay.
Oh, it's a great.
All
plan.
right. So
All
we.
right. So I need Bruni, Finn, kind of close to me.
Yeah.
Well, basically within the 30-foot. 30 feet of me.
Okay. Well, that's not too far. That's all
So
right.
that's quite a distance.
Yeah, it's quite a distance. Whereabouts
Yeah.
are you at right now? Oh,
I'm
yeah.
over here.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so everyone can. Well, okay. Either or.
Either way, we'll go that way. It's a big space.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and Else will cast Pass Without Trace, obviously on all three of us. It lasts up to an hour,
Oh, sweet.
so we have plenty of time to make this work.
Yeah.
Cool. So for each of you, you feel this very gently, this almost feels like a cloak that's been thrown around your shoulders and over your head, but you cannot see it. It's just completely ethereal and missing. And you notice as you kind of tap it, or sound on the other side of it just doesn't seem to pass through the way it would through like actual material. And you notice that you are just a bit more blended into what's going on around you. And Bruni, kind of recognizing this, kind of pulls the hood up, wraps it around himself, and forges forward.
Nice.
Awesome.
Each of you roll a stealth check, please.
Yeah, gladly.
Dun-dun-dun.
We get a bonus, a plus 10 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, add 10 to whatever you roll.
Hey.
Oh,
27.
24. Fantastic.
Yep. So we've got a 24, a 26, and a 27.
Perfect.
Pretty good.
Strength save.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to try again?
Sorry, yeah, I don't know why I tapped that one. That's weird.
Okay.
21.
Just a modest 21.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. That's a really bad roll for Finn.
Yeah, I reckon. What happened? Stealth plus 7. That's like it's a real bad
You
roll.
rolled a 4.
You rolled a
Okay,
4.
so Bruni leads you down the hall and across the way.
All
Jeez,
right.
Bruni ran. Cool.
He pushes the door open. And in this room, you can see... What can you see?
Conch.
Mm-hmm.
Gooch.
The gooch
Crunch.
is on shit.
You can't see any gooches. There's an iron frame bed, cabinet filled with manacles and instruments of torture,
Oh,
a
awesome.
large cask of dwarven ale, of which
Hey.
Bruni spots and makes a beeline for.
No, Bruni.
Bruni.
There's a barrel of fresh water,
That's what he needs to
which
be
he
going for.
completely ignores,
Yeah.
and a wooden trunk bound in iron and fitted with a massive padlock.
Hey.
Okay. Did we
Did we grab the
give?
key before? You know,
Which is this thing here.
I don't think we grabbed the key before they took off, did we?
We showed it to Bruni. I don't think we gave it
No,
to Bruni.
we didn't. We like
Who had the key?
Igneous.
Oh,
You said it.
for some reason, and he's now chasing the dog.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Sweet plan.
Have you picked the big lock before, Finn?
I haven't, but I do have lockpicking tools.
We've got time.
I've got
we've got plenty
lockpicking
of time.
tools in my thieves kit. So
Alright.
We
had
had,
plenty of time.
it was such a beautiful plan. How did that fail? How did that fail so miserably?
I think, we sidetracked the fact that we need to pass the key.
We got way
firstly.
too excited about Wolf running off, I think.
This is what we do.
Can we? Yeah, okay.
Sasha's just gonna look over at Igneous and say, "Igneous, did you hand over the key?"
Why would I do that?
This key?
All right, Igneous, I'll distract them once more. Can you find the guys and give them the key?
Oh,
No,
beautiful.
don't do that because
No.
you'll tell them where we are.
Well, we can't, if that's what Sasha's saying, we can't, we're in a different room. We can't adjust
know.
what Sasha's doing.
Igneous is just gonna be like, find who? We're supposed to be looking for that big dog.
Oh no.
The funny thing is, I didn't actually realize how I couldn't tell you Igneous's intelligence check level, but I realized after editing that 10-minute video that it's not very high. That was when it dawned on me. I was like, okay, all right, here we go. I get it now. I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think.
Sasha's,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Sasha's just gonna wink at Igneous and say, "You know what to do." And Sasha's just gonna run forward to the giants and the ogres and say, "Hey, who wants round 2 for an arm wrestle?"
Oh!
Igneous is gonna follow Sasha and be like, yeah, I had a dream about this last night.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, Sasha's just gonna look at Igneous and just point in the direction where the hallway
I
was.
see
And say,
another
"Hey,
clip of our. Oh, dear God.
look for Wolf in that direction." I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do a morning warm up.
Igneous is gonna really thoughtfully ponder what Sasha just said and be like, okay, I'm next. And it's gonna head off towards the hallway.
Okay, cool.
Not particularly sure with what he's supposed to do with the hallway, but he's gonna head off in that direction.
And so your Finn's just going to be trying to pick this lock. Is this it here?
Yeah,
Alright, cool. So he's...
yeah, that's the gist there.
Yeah, Alistair's just gonna drag Bruni away from the cask of ale because that's not what I want him doing right now.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Piece of sure.
Oh!
Oh damn!
First time I've critted on strength, but yeah.
You can't burn his food.
Oh wait.
Bruni also credited on strength,
What?
and he also has the same.
Oh, it's a standoff.
Wow.
And so what happens is you're trying to wrestle the thing. He's like, back off! Like, what's his name? Not Father Ted, the other one.
Yeah, the drunk guy. Never get a drunken dwarf
he's like,
away from his ale.
back off! It's dwarven ale and I'm a dwarf. Leave me. And he's like, basically, it's like the opposite of like where you beat the AC and you hit. But when you have an equal strength contest, you're kind of at a standstill and the status quo remains.
Oh, I thought they might have
just...
knocked each other out. That would have been even better.
It's not like that God of War like clip that you go shit.
Oh yeah.
Just the ground starts shaking.
Yeah, this is like the epic battle over the
It's
dwarven
so
ale.
disappointing. The first time I've critted on anything in a long time. It's
But at the
fine.
same time, it makes sense. Bruni loves his booze. This is perfect.
This is true.
Amazing.
Oh god, he's gonna get drunk and make himself a twat.
Mhm.
Alright, pick the lock, Finn.
What's Igneous up to?
Igneous is just gonna boost down the hallway, hoping that something presents himself to him that he understands.
So you hear this rustle and bustle happening inside of that room. But Finn, go ahead and give me a lock picking roll.
Do I have a lockpicking?
You should have a skill, I think.
I don't. Not anywhere that I can see.
Do you have the tools?
Do I just do a D20 plus something?
D20 plus proficiency plus dexterity. Because you're proficient in thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Some
Dexterity
merchants
plus
is
4.
sleight of hand or dex.
We'll do what John says, which is D20 plus dexterity plus proficiency. So it's a plus 7. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Nice.
Oh.
So with a 23, you kind of pass your dagger along the top of the lock, and you manage to sever like a little cable, and then you get out your proper thieves' tools, and you just manage to wedge them in and hear this satisfying click as you apply pressure in just the right places.
Nice.
And the padlock kind of pops open.
Conch.
Yeah, who needs a key, right? When you got a fin.
There's no way there's going to be a conch in like just a room like this.
Yeah, and Bruni's gonna go. Oh.
All right, but Finn still thinks there's hope. He thinks we found a big key, we found a chest.
Yeah.
He's just going to slowly. He's going to take a breath. He's going to still himself. He's just going to open up this chest and flick open the lid.
And your immediate reaction is disappointment,
No.
as there is no conch. There are some robes. There is a leather jerkin, a skull cap, like a regular short bow, a number of things kind of laid across the top. But as you make your way through the chest and you throw these items aside, you do come across
A conch?
It's a conch.
A pair of
A pair of gym shorts, giant sized. 11,000 copper pieces, which is about 110 gold. 3,500 silver pieces.
Oh, that's getting better.
220 gold pieces.
How many silver was it? 3,500.
Yeah.
3,500 silver.
And
So
1,100 copper.
Yeah, so you can add it as 110 gold, 350 gold, and then 220 gold.
Okay.
You also come across 10 platinum
Ooh.
pieces,
Oh.
which are worth about 10 gold per piece.
So it's 100 gold pieces total?
Yep.
Okay.
And 5 electrum,
Oh, damn.
Wow.
which you're not really sure what the trading value of those are
All right.
at this point. But
Okay.
they're very rare.
Yeah. Finn's just gonna kind of like.
Sorry, there's one more thing in there.
Oh.
The
A
conch.
conch.
No. So there is a bronze-plated skull of an adult red dragon.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're carrying that.
Costume time. Costume time.
I can. I am a dragon.
So Finn, the money, we'll split that.
Wait a
between you and
minute.
I.
You haven't seen. Has,
Oh, you're
has,
gonna tell me about this? Or you're gonna
has
do it
Alst-
yourself?
has Alst seen what I've uncovered, or has he just seen me?
So Auster's been struggling with Bruni.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
At this point,
Always the thief.
what's your passive perception?
Else,
Yeah.
16, I think. Yeah, 16. Oh, yeah, 16.
Okay, and are you trying to hide?
Just the what was it? The platinum and the what were the other ones?
Electrum?
Electrum. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pocket those ones, but then I'm gonna share. I'm gonna
Remember
be
the
like,
last time you tried to pocket something that was.
Electrum.
So go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Man, your camera just went weird, Dave. So I'm not sure what you did.
Yeah.
All right, here we
My
go.
internet's doing some funny things. Oh yes, there you go.
Nice try.
So
I'm not trying to be like, I'm just gonna be like he's just like ruffling around. And
I'm
he's just,
not quite sure how any
And then just,
any
like, putting-
hiding coins can be.
but I'll just be like, in my mind, he's just like casually just chucking those ones into his pocket, right? He's not doing it to deceive. He's just doing that without. He's just thinking, well, these are
Yeah.
mine, and he's gonna put those in his
sure.
pocket.
And so as you this handful of coins, as you go to put it into your pocket, it's like when you go to put your phone in your pocket, but you miss your pocket, and the coins scatter across the floor. So
That's clearly gonna
it's
stop
becoming
Bruce
very
and I.
obvious.
Finn with his back.
to-
Finn with his back to Alice just goes.
Yeah.
Can Igneous hear the clatter of coins from where he is?
Can't hear the clatter of coins from
Oh,
outside.
shit. Igneous is just going to open the door and see what he can see.
Give me a strength check, because there's
Strength.
only one here.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Okay.
he burst.
Easy.
So you, with some effort, manage to pry the door open and just slip inside.
Ooh.
We're just going to open the door to see. We're
slip
not just going
inside.
to go in if we can help it.
It's going to be very difficult to hold the door open. It's quite heavy.
Okay.
Will he be able to see us given we're hidden?
That's a really good question. Give me a perception check, please.
Perception.
You're kind of hidden in plain sight, though. You're not like
Yeah,
you're
well,
not invisible.
not hidden, but
Oh, hey, there's a door.
So you enter the room and you look around, and you can't see anybody.
Yeah.
You heard all of this commotion, but you cannot, for the life of you, recognize any people in
All right.
this
So
particular room.
what can Finn see? He sees the door open. He
So
sees
you see Igneous.
he sees Igneous walk in,
Huh?
and Igneous is just kind of just like.
can't see a damn thing.
So, like, if I move or if I do something, what's Igneous gonna see? Because we are covered in this. Let's have a quick look here.
So it's a veil of shadows
Shit.
and silent radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet has a +10 on dexterity, so stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay, I'm tempted to just lift up that bronzed skull, but I think that would. But I'm so worried that the Igneous would actually pull his sword out and attack me. So it's probably safest I don't. Okay. What?
It'd be a great moment, though.
Yeah, I do. Like, I kind of want to like. I'm gonna do it. So Finn sees
Oh.
Finn sees Igneous at the door, just kind of just like, like clearly doesn't see us, and kind of Finn thinks, oh, that's right, we've got this shroud over us at the moment. So he's gonna have a little kind of like smirk to himself, and he grabs this bronzed dragon skull and kind of scoops it, because there's hopefully still a bit of like material or something in there. So he's kind of got like the skull, and he lifts it up, and there's like maybe material coming off the side.
So mean.
And he's just gonna like float it up out of the trunk, and then he's just gonna go and like turn it directly at Igneous, and just go, Igneous.
Oh, this guy's freak.
Alright. Igneous is going to immediately grab his hilt of his sword and bring up his shield and just like pack himself a little bit, and then just quickly like boost out of there as fast as he can. Try and bust back through the door.
Okay, cool.
Why would you scare him like that?
You managed
What's
to
that?
get back outside the door.
Wait, so Igneous is going to sprint back down to where he thinks the rest of the party is. And if we can, I'll try and open this door too.
Hopefully that should still be open from last time. Maybe.
It's swam closed now.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a strength check.
Oh,
Yeah, you managed to pry it open and just
Boom.
barely slip inside.
Guys, don't go in there. Guys? Just gonna stand there,
Okay.
confused as to what the hell is going on, where people are, why the place is haunted. Just lost it.
oh no, poor Agnes.
Finn's just chuckling to himself in the he thinks what he did was hilarious. Only to turn around
So mean.
to see Alston Bruni just still scuffling over this booze. All right, so he's going to put the skull down. He's going to go, guys, look, we found there's no conch in here. We need to talk. We need to go to the Duke. We need to get this sorted.
Let's take his money though.
Yeah, there's actually a bunch of cash in this trunk, and there's some on the ground.
Oh right, what's this on the ground?
For some reason.
Did someone get a bit clumsy?
Mm-hmm. I was just trying to show you what there was,
Oh sure, I've heard that before.
and I heard someone coming through the door, and I freaked out a little bit. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
So what have we got here, Finn? That we're splitting between ourselves. Bruni, you can have the ale.
Yeah, he could just have the ale. We've got a bunch of copper pieces, a bunch of silver, a bunch of gold, some platinum, and some electrum that we can divide. I've got that all. Actually, I don't know how I'm going to carry it. This is a lot of coins.
This is a lot of weight
Yeah.
to carry. So, I mean, 11,000 copper pieces weighs quite a bit, and yeah.
I reckon we just take the most valuable stuff.
We'll just leave the copper pieces because they're worthless, right? They're not.
It's 110 between four of us.
Gold.
There's no point.
So
how many? There was what 2,200 gold pieces? Was there 10 platinum pieces and 5 electrum? Or is it 220 gold pieces?
5 electrum.
Okay. Yes, I reckon we just take
5
that.
electrum, 5 electrum, 10 platinum, 3.5 silver, 220 gold.
220 gold, yeah.
Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Split between two of us, Finn.
That's still a lot of weight if we include the silver.
How much does the silver weigh?
Igneous is going to wonder how Sasha's arm wrestling's going.
Yeah, how is your arm wrestling going?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
50 kilos. Jesus.
At that point, Sasha's just going to point at the one that got beaten up and concussed last night and say, do you feel like redeeming yourself today?
I choose you.
I'll use my left hand as well.
You gonna use your left hand?
Sasha's good hand, but we don't know that.
Oh, nice.
It says that had been that I had used my left hand. I don't want to use my left hand.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
You're not much of a challenge now, are you?
Oh, here we go.
He just kind of shrugs his shoulders at you. Look, I didn't have a very good night. You seem like a sturdy adventurer. I don't have anything to bet you. I lost it all.
That's right, I got that.
I'd happily take your
Virginity?
take the arm wrestle. I'd happily take the arm wrestle if you'd put some coin down, but I don't have any coin to put down in return.
Alright, we'll just call this a fun match, then. I'll give you my right hand. Raising it up.
Oh, it sounds like a proposal.
Give you my right hand. Alright, he says, let's do this, dragon. And he seems a little bit like put a bit of stang on it.
Oh.
The dragon, like slightly racist.
Alright, Gannon. Hold your horses.
He doesn't know who Gannon is. So. So you guys are locking
Yep.
arms? Okay.
We're gonna do both at the same time.
I've already rolled mine. You roll yours.
Oh,
Oh,
Um,
Uh.
so as you kind of really lean into it, you kind of get the sense like his heart's not really in it. Like he's a bit defeated, and although it seems like he's trying, you just kind of brush him to the side relatively effortlessly
Oh
as
wow.
his
wow.
hand knocks against the table, and he just
He's having a bad.
okay. And he stands up from the table and just kind of walks himself out.
Oh man. I feel so
done.
bad for that giant.
He's been beaten by a halfling and now a dragonborn.
Oh.
Hey John, can Finn and I have a bag of holding? Sock
You
one.
can't just have a bag of holding.
Some mention says that we should have one.
I think
for our money.
Sock, the way Sock mentioned it was that it's like, ask your kind DM. I think he was trying to harass you for being kind, and that you just hand us a bag of holding.
But anyway, and he did raise a good point. If we're going to take this, like, what kind of volume are you going to allow us to take with all these coins?
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna flay the copper coins because obviously they're just ridiculous.
Yeah.
3,500 silver pieces, plus 220 gold. The other little ones, I'm gonna assume Finn wants the 5 EP.
I don't mind. I don't mind. It's just going in there. I don't even know how much they're worth at the moment. So
a lot. They're more than platinum pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much volume wise are you going to allow us to carry without before becoming incumbent?
Okay. Because I can't be bothered working out the weight. Here's
Roll
how
20 does it for us. If you put it in your backpack with money, roll 20 works out the weight for you.
Well, if you want to work out and distribute it across the various characters, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to say that you can distribute apart from the copper, because there's a shit ton of copper.
Yeah.
And it's not worth that much.
All right.
You can distribute the rest of it across the party in a relatively equal manner, and you'll be fine with that.
Okay. All right. So in that case, everyone gets 1 electrum except for Finn, who gets 2, because that's just how he's handing it out.
What's an electrum worth? Oh, it's EP, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't know yet.
Sweet.
With the platinum, there's 10 platinum. There's 4 of us, so what? Two people get
4 by 2
3, and 2 people get 2.
No, that means Finn and I get 3 too.
because we're in the room with them, I guess.
That's the way it works.
So you guys get 2. Sasha and Ignis will get 2 of those each. And
silver pieces?
55
55
gold pieces each.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hope all you viewers are enjoying our terrible maths as we
Should we do this later?
Yeah,
No,
that's
do
a
it now.
No, let's do it later.
Okay. Okay, cool.
It's all good.
Guys, where have you gone?
Okay. So, what are we
Hear
gonna?
a shout from the other room.
Oh no.
Where have you gone?
Alice, what are we gonna do with this dragon skull?
Copper skull, yeah.
Bronzed? I think it's a bronze
sorry?
skull. Yeah.
Bronze skull.
Is this worth anything, John? Does he recognize? Is there any worth with this thing?
Oh, it looks ornate, ancient, and
It'd be worth heaps.
it
but
looks like it'd be worth like a reasonable amount.
And like an adult skull, like must be huge,
It's
right?
huge.
Yeah, it's quite big.
We're not walking out of here without that being noticed.
No.
We're not going to be able to sneak that out.
Wonder.
Or make it disappear to an ethereal
We can put it
plane.
into the other plane, yeah. But I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure we're going to be walking
How
out
do
of
we bring
here.
it back?
Imagine if your DM had given you a bag of holding.
I know.
That'd be awesome.
Imagine that.
We should buy one.
At the bottom of the chest was a bag of holding.
I
We're
think
not-
we
we're
need to
not
get
gonna be
the
able
conch first.
Yeah.
No, I think we have to leave this behind. This is
'Cause-
one of those things that we have to leave behind.
Yeah, because I imagine the conch is pretty big too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be hard enough to walk out of here with.
Yeah. I'm
So
so.
I think we need to.
Depends on how you take it, though. Like,
That is
Yeah.
true.
do you take it with full knowledge? Do you try to sneak it?
Yeah,
Mm.
I think right now sneaking the dragon's head out with the conch could be very, very difficult.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're done with this room. Do we just leave Bruni in here to drink?
I think we leave Bruni. No, do we?
Let's
we-
ask Bruni.
Do we need Bruni?
Oh,
We know he's gonna
he
leave.
starts following you guys.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
good man.
Okay.
He brings
We're gonna
the
bring it.
dwarven ale.
So Finn's just gonna pop out of this door through the doorway. We're still like invisible for an hour, aren't we?
Yeah, we're hidden for a good hour, so we can
Oh, wait,
literally wander anything we want.
It's a
wander around.
concentration spell, so once
As long
you
as
stop,
I keep
okay.
concentrating on it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
So, do we want to go anywhere without being seen? You know, do we need to scope it out for a bit more? Leave Sasha to sort Igneous out and find Wolf at some point because
I think
wait, Shaki.
I think Finn's happy to go and see what the others are up to. Like that to him, that chest was his chance at maybe finding the conch.
All right, we don't want to just magically appear in front of these people, so Oust will break his concentration on the cloud on our shroud of cover.
Okay.
And we'll just give out a bit of a whistle for Wolf to come back. So I'm going to assume that Wolf is within hearing distance, and we'll return because he's clearly won. Because Sasha's too busy doing other things, and Igneous doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
He's terrified. Okay, cool. All right, so Finn's just gonna wander into the hall. Ah, Princess is left. That's my affectionate nickname for the fire giant I beat.
And Sasha's now beaten.
Yeah, so she's just gonna stand on the table and be like, "Who's next?"
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Where's Igneous? I thought he might have been back out here.
Igneous is just still in the room. And he's going to try and talk to these creatures. And be like, where are the guys gone? Where are they gone?
I think we just leave Igneous in the room.
No, okay, I'm gonna go get Igneous. So Finn's gonna walk his way around. Is the door? Hopefully the door's open. Is the door still open, John?
With some difficulty, I'm gonna say you can get through the door.
All right, cool. So Finn's just gonna come through, and just behind Igneous, in the same voice that he's gonna back up a little bit. In the same voice that he had with the bronzed skull, he's just gonna go, Igneous.
Igneous can't help but just bolt across the bed and hide on this side. And then, after a moment, he's going to pop his head up.
Finn's just going to walk over.
Are you making yourself known, or?
Yeah. He's just kind of like
Right.
he's just looking at Igneous and he's just cracking up. He's just losing his shit.
Igneous is going to draw his blade and put it right to Finn's throat and be like, good one. But that's the last time you use your magic on me, boy.
Fantastic. It's like, all right, he's just gonna grab everyone. He's gonna like, all right, we're heading off. We're gonna go get this finished. And
Hey,
Oh.
Finn. What are we doing, man? Are we going to kill everyone or what?
We're gonna go meet up with the others and figure that out.
We're going to talk about killing everyone with everyone else listening?
If we we'll find a way to talk, but there's no way we're gonna be able to take everyone on and leave here. If we take everyone on, we're dead.
Ignis is going to remember himself getting smashed yesterday and be like, all right.
Yeah, I know that's not what you want, but it'll mean death.
Okay. And so at that moment, from the western stairwell,
Oh,
the fire giant, the Lord Duke Zolto, comes walking in with a wolf tucked underneath his arm. And he walks up to Alice and he says, "Is this yours?"
Yay, you found him. Well done.
And he kind of like lets him out. And Wolf was kind of like protesting, but in like a relatively
puppy.
happy way. Like, he thought he caught me. And he motions to you, Sasha, and you, Oust, as he steps forward. And he moves towards the room where he knows like his guards have told him that you all are. Bruni kind of follows in his wake. He effortlessly pushes the door open, obviously, because he's a massive fucking fire giant. And you notice on his back he has strapped an enormous conch.
Oh.
And he reaches back, he unclips it, and he brings it forward, and he says, "You mentioned you were looking for this.
Yeah.
I imagine in order to set up the combat between Hecaton and myself, you will need to travel to the Storm Giants keep, and you will need to have words with them. It seems like the clearest path forward is for you to simply use this." And he offers it to you.
What does the conch look like, John?
Yeah, good question.
I'm not ready for this.
Gooch pigs.
Sorry, I'm just seeing if there's a handout for it.
Was it a wrinkly conch or?
A greasy one?
Oh, stop.
So you guys haven't seen this before?
No, I just figured
No,
it looked like a
first
conch.
time for us. Yeah.
No, so it's a huge. Sorry, there's no handout or anything for it. I'll see if I can find a good shot of it. But it's a huge shell, like a huge seashell that's like shaped like a horn. Like it kind of starts. The mouthpiece is very thin, like thin enough for any of you to like put your lips around and blow on the conch, and it kind of gets thicker and thicker as it goes on, and it kind of curls upwards and out. And like if you blow onto it, you'll obviously produce an enormous amount of noise. And as you kind of see it there in person for the first time, Sasha begins to giggle, but you can feel like the gravity of the situation.
Yeah.
The magic emanating from this thing that you've been searching for for so long.
Does Finn have any knowledge from his time with the giants, with the storm giants, about the powers of this storm, this conch, or was he told anything about this conch? Does he know anything?
Yeah, so I think for each of you, you've kind of been taught, or like you've got bits of information from various different people. Finn, I think you know a little bit more than most, but you know this is a conch of teleportation, and its design, its whole like purpose for being, is to allow easy access for the leaders of each kind of giant to head towards Maelstrom, which is the home of the storm giants. That's where like the seat of power currently where the seat of power for all giant kind sits.
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say that is where we'll leave it. As you're being offered this conch this morning, because it is 10 o'clock. It's a good time to for you to all decide what and how you are going to do. What and how you're going to do. What you're going to do and how you're going to do it next session.
My God. Sock Merchant has just given us a link to this conch.
Oh, sick.
I assume that is enormous. Like, when I think of how big that would be, that'd be like 2 meters tall, right? Surely.
Oh. So at its biggest point, I would say it's probably about the size of Finn.
Oh, okay, a little bit smaller than I thought.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
That's super cool.
Thanks, Sock Merchant.
Yeah.
It's like having 2 DMs.
Yeah, but you just fill in all the gaps I haven't got. Great.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, sweet. So we've got that to wander off and carry out.
We need to. And that's so the moment anyone blows on that doorway to Maelstrom.
As far as you know,
As far as we know. Okay. Wow.
That was fun.
That was full on. I don't know. Like I was thinking about things that we could end the stream on. And is there any way, just to entice people to show up next time, is there any way you can give us as spoiler-free information as possible about what might happen next week, just to entice people to come back?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. So next time on Getting Dicey, the team, assuming that they follow through with the conch plan, may come into contact with some of Finn's old friends, who the princess and the kind of the royalty of giant kind, and I guess they'll have to make some hard decisions about how loyal they remain to the Duke. Whether they decide to save giant kind, favor dragon kind. I think there's some really interesting choices about to come up. So stay tuned for that.
Cool.
As our players struggle with moral dilemmas.
And as always, give us a follow if you haven't already. In the little blurb beneath the stream there, we've got a little bit about who we are, as well as a link to our official Twitter account, which we now have.
Yay!
We've got John, our DM's Twitter account. We've got my Twitter account. And Dave has an Instagram account.
Every time. Don't do it.
No pictures whatsoever. But boy, oh boy, would he love you to follow him there as well. There is a link there.
So exciting.
Have you had anyone? Do you even check it?
I don't look at that.
I hope in time your follow account on Instagram is much higher than our follower account on that would just make my
It
day.
probably is actually, to be fair.
Okay.
Already.
Okay. All right. I'll start putting stuff on Instagram. Get them over here then.
Aye, sure.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. We'll be back hopefully next Monday, 7:30.
Cheers, everyone.
All right.
See you, stream viewer people.
Bye, everybody.
Let me